And now let's meet the starting line for the home team. Thank you. Good luck to both teams. All right. There we go. So you don't have to do anything for the away team, but it's walk-up songs, and there they are. You have I do have the lineups here, yes. Can you share them? Leading off the top of the first inning for Mount Union, number 6, the center fielder, Brittany Bate.
All right, well, good afternoon, everyone. This is CampusNation.com, the sports animal, and WZAA 106.9 LPFM in Jeffersonville, Ohio. Today's game, this afternoon, we have a doubleheader between Wilmington College and Mount Union, the Purple Raiders. Currently, they have a individual on base at first base, Mount Union, that is. Wilmington will be in the field because we're at home here at Wilmington College. And this is Rick Phillips. We'll have Mitch in a little later to help us with the game. But in the meantime, Mount Union, they advanced the runner to second. The runner at the plate running to first base was thrown out. We got a little late start today. We had some other issues that we had to deal with, but we are seeing that there are people starting to log in. I had to change the games from Game 1 to Game 2, from Game 2 to Game 1, so I hope everybody is finding our broadcast, but all that's been changed, and we should be good to go. And, of course, we're broadcasting in Fayette County as well as here over the Internet and the Wilmington Quakers website. Guess I better get... All right.
Now batting for Mount Union with 2 outs. Number 17, the DP, Cheyenne Miller.
For Mount Union, we have Cheyenne Miller. She will be up batting. We've got 2 outs and 1 runner at second base now for Mount Union. Ball's high. One ball, one strike now. Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. She gets hold of that ball, but it's out to center field and should be an out. The out is made, and so we have no score for Mount Union.
No Wilmington errors and 1 runner left on base.
1 hit, 1 left on for Mount Union, so we go to the bottom of the first inning with the Fighting Quakers coming up. Wilmington is 11-13 overall, 4-10 in the OAC, and the Raiders, they're 11-19. They're also 4-10 in the OAC. Should have a fairly competitive doubleheader today. It's a beautiful day to be playing softball. It's not too hot and it's not too cool. So unlike some of the games that we've done here lately, this is a perfect day for softball. Mitch must have ordered this.
About time, Rick.
That's right. So batting number 1 in the lineup here for Wilmington College will be Savannah Hooper. It was senior day. We honored 5 seniors and the manager, and Savannah, obviously one of those seniors that was honored today.
Number 12, the left fielder, Savannah Hooper.
Savannah Hooper with a putout here in the top of the first inning. There was a fly out to left field, which she made that play. Savannah's very quick, and what we can look at here is perhaps sort of a slap. Taking all the way. Strike 1. One strike, 1 ball. That was low and outside. Ball 2. That ball being a little high and a little outside. Fouled off to the left-hand side there, but no one could get to it. So we now have a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. No outs. We're here in the bottom of the first inning. That ball's high. 3-2. Once again, that ball fouled off to the left. Count holding, 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's low, so we have a walk, first base runner. Savannah very quick on the bases, so we'll see if she's going to try to steal herself into scoring position here. Holly Dixon will be up next, batting for the Quakers. Number 6. She's a freshman. Allie standing into the batter's box, getting ready. Savannah at first base. That ball is low, and as we said, Savannah's very quick, and she just stole second base, so she's in scoring position now with no outs right here in the bottom of the first inning. Oh, they called her out? Or did she hurt herself? Okay, so she's out, but she looks like she was favoring a leg or something. Yeah, that's what unless she's, they may be calling time to have her attended to. She looked hurt. Well, so there's one ball, no strikes. I guess Savannah was out. And we'll have to find out. That's what they're saying. They're saying that she was tagged out, apparently. That it didn't look like there was any chance that they had her, but obviously she must have slid beyond the bag or something. And that's a strike. So we have 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, 2 balls, 1 strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. That's a ball. 3 balls and a strike. Yeah, everybody here in the press box kind of, we think it's kind of bizarre because it looked like she was safe, but she must have taken her hand off the bag or got tagged afterwards. That's a swinging strike. Allie now with a 3-2 count with 1 out. Yeah, there won't be any question about that. And a foul ball off towards Charlie Hargraves Creek there. Harley Chargraves. Who's dyslexic today? Once again, fouled back against the screen. Want to do a shout out to all those of you in the Cleveland area and Purple Raider fans. Welcome to the broadcast here on Campus Nation and WZAA in Jeffersonville, Ohio. It's just Fayette County. Payoff pitch, ball. So we have another walk. Our first base runner was erased at second base by a tag, apparently. We now have another base runner with 1 out. Alicia Kemp is up to bat for the Quakers. Alicia, a freshman also, number 23. She's our second baseman. So the first ball is up and high, so ball 1. That pitch, foul ball, off to the right, just beyond the Mount Union dugout. And, of course, the Purple Raiders, they've got the purple jerseys on and some purple socks and purple trim. And our Quakers, once again, in the home whites with the lime green trim and numbers and the darker green socks and trim. That's a ball, ball 2, 2-1. And that once again is fouled back. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the first inning. 1 runner aboard at first base. That ball is a fly to right field, and it was a put out actually in foul territory. The runner stays at first base, so we've got 2 outs now and 1 runner at first base. Batting now is Allison Pierce. She's a junior. She's from Troy, Ohio. And we've got a runner. She is safe. So Allie Dixon now at second base. We have 2 outs. The count is 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one's tied into, and it's going to be a hit. They're throwing to home, and she is out. She rounded third, and was pretty much a dead duck there at home plate. Good throw from the right fielder. And it is 0-0 after 1 inning. You're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports at WZAA 106.9 LPFM in Jeffersonville, Ohio. Perfect day for a softball doubleheader. And we've got a great crowd. We've got a lot of people in from Mount Union. We can tell from the purple. I don't know how the weather is in the Cleveland area, but it's probably a good day to be down in Southwest Ohio enjoying some sunshine and a little bit of warmth. Our temperature right now, 55 degrees.
Rick, baseball did get moved to Monday. They were supposed to play up in Alliance, and it snowed a bunch.
Okay. So,
now playing left field for the Quakers is number 5, Megan Krager.
Megan Krager is taking the place of Savannah Hooper, who, as you remember, we thought might have been hurt sliding into second base. Might have had something to do even with her being off base and tagged out. But so Megan will be in for Savannah in left field. Allie Goldie, she's up to bat right now, and she takes a strike. So we have no balls and a strike. We're in the top of the second inning. And there's the pitch. It's up high. It's a ball. 1-1. Ties into that, but it'll be a foul ball off to the right beyond the Mount Union dugout. So once again, our count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes, no out. And that should be a pop out to center field. And it is. So we now have 1 out. So
for the Purple Raiders, number 19, the third baseman, Maggie Dominic.
Third baseman up, Maggie Dominic. Yeah, I was trying to look for a number on here. I didn't see it. Oh, 19. I thought it was 29. Okay, Maggie Dominic. And she is a freshman. And she is batting currently with 1 out in the top of the second inning. Fouls head off to the left side. Oh, and 2. That was a ball. 1-2. ties into that one, but it's foul. Down the left field line. Allie, she's from Denison, Ohio. She strikes out, swinging. So we now have 2 outs.
Stepping the batter's box for Mount Union with 2 outs. Number 8, the shortstop, Maddie Pigeon.
Maddie Pigeon will be up next. Shortstop, number 8. She is from West Branch in Salem, Ohio. West Branch High School. That one's popped back, but that'll be back and out of play over our press box here. Sawyer turned around, hoping that maybe she had a play on it, but it was out of play. So we have 1 strike, no balls, and 2 outs. Whoa, that was a good strike. 2 strikes now. Maddie will have to protect here. That's a ball high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. She gets into that, gets past the third baseman. Shortstop tries to make the play, but she's safe. So she hustles down the line, and we have a base runner for the Purple Raiders.
Now batting for Mount Union, number 14, the catcher, Montana Martin.
Montana Martin will be next. She's the catcher. She is from Massillon, Ohio. And number 14, with 1 base runner and 2 outs in the top of the 2nd inning. First one's a ball. Next pitch outside, a throw down to first base, but the runner gets back safely. So we now have 2 balls, no strikes, 2 out. That was inside, but she fouled it off to the left. So we now have a count of 2 balls and a strike. Once again, that fouled back to the screen. Looks like the wind is fairly light. It's blowing from, right into left, maybe center field, right, center field into left. And the pitch, picked up by the third baseman, fired on low, but she drops it, so she's safe. So we have an error on the third baseman on that play. Mount Union now with 2 base runners, still 2 outs in the top of the 2nd inning.
Now batting for the Purple Raiders, number 2,
Jordan Kramer will be up next. She's an outfielder. She is a senior from Mentor, Ohio, Mentor High School. So she stands in with 2 base runners. Base runners at first and second. That's a strike. So Persicano will have to, she'll have to buckle down here and get this out. It's a bunt. Fielded by the third baseman, and she's safe. They calling her out? Nope, she's safe. So now the bases are loaded. It was a close play, bang, bang.
Now batting for Mount Union, number 6, the center fielder, Brittany Bate.
So Brittany Bate will be up next. She's from Painesville, Ohio, Riverside High School. We've got a meeting at the mound here. Got you all fixed up.
So to pop on for a second here, Rick.
Perfect
Mitch Blankisford, Director of Athletic Communications at Wilmington College, doing some double duty with PA and stats, so can't get on here too much today until I have some more student help. But one thing I was going to note earlier in this broadcast is Mount Union scores a lot of runs on the season. They've scored 162 runs. They have 19 home runs, but their team ERA is 6.28. So I think coming into this series, I sort of expected a high-scoring affair on both sides. Mount Union can really hit the ball, but have struggled to pitch at points in time.
Yeah. Thanks, Mitch. Mitch will be on later once we get some additional help here in the press box. A little thin right now, but all right. He's also good at catching our flies in the press box. Here he goes. Oh, up in the eyes there. So Brittany brushed back away from crowding the plate. The bases are loaded. There are 2 outs, so everybody will be off running. That is a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. No place to put her. Got to get this out. Mount Union trying to mount a threat here in the top of the second inning with the bases loaded. She gets a hold of one. It's out to center field. Looks like center fielder has it, and that is it. So 3 left on base, but no runs. We are still scoreless after 1.5 innings. Wilmington will be up here in the bottom of the second inning with a score 0-0. Want to remind everybody we have 2 games today, a doubleheader. Second game slated to start around 3 o'clock. We'll be on the air just before that game begins. And you will go to the Game 2 entry there on the Campus Nation website for Game 2. And hopefully we've got everything set up now. We had a little problem with having them reversed earlier, but looks like everybody is on the right page, so to speak.
Leading off the bottom of the second for the Quakers, number 29, the DP, Miranda Wilson.
Number 29, Miranda Wilson will be up. She's a senior from Marysville, Ohio. And the Quakers will be up batting in the bottom of the second inning. There's no score. First pitch will be low. It's a ball. And that is a hit and picked up and gets the out. Just a bang-bang play once again down the first base line. So, Quakers with 1 out.
Number 20, the shortstop, Kaylee Barber.
Batting second now here in this inning, Kaylee Barber. Kaylee is a sophomore, and she is from Westland in Columbus, Ohio. She has 2 balls on her now. Or no, I guess not. 1 ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Gets a hold of one, but fouls it down the right field line and out of play for the right fielder to be able to catch.
Number 2, Kendall Bowles.
And that's a ball. We have 2 balls and a strike. And that too is a ball. So we have 3 balls and 1 strike. That's hit back to the pitcher, but enough time to get it over to the first baseman. And we now have 2 outs.
Stepping the batter's box for the Quakers with 2 outs. Number 2, the third baseman, Kendall Bowles.
Kendall Bowles will be up next, our third baseman. That's called a strike.
27 Chandler Fields.
Next pitch. That's a ball outside. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning for our Fighting Quakers. Ball 2. That ball's fouled to the right side. As long as it doesn't hit my car, we're okay. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. The 2s are wild here in the second inning. That ball's hit. First baseman went over to pick the ball up, but she makes it back in time to record the out, so that's 3 outs. So after 2, we are scoreless. Quakers nothing, and the Purple Raiders nothing. Oh, I'm just checking our third camera. We can use... So, Mitch, so far we've played 2 innings. We're going into the 3rd inning.
Scoreless game shows how much I know, right, Rick?
Well, you said high scoring, and it could happen at any time. They're
Yep.
just waiting to erupt.
Yeah. One thing I'd like to point out, give a shout out to the Fighting Quaker baseball team. I think you saw. Are you getting my releases now
Right.
via email?
Yep.
Yeah. So snapped an 11-game losing skid with a 4-3 win over Capital in Game 1 of a doubleheader. Lost Game 2 6-2. So split the series, but good for that baseball program to sort of get off a schneid there. It lost 11 in a row and given up 8 or more runs in 10 straight contests. So the pitching staff, Jared Trotman, actually his first complete game in his collegiate career gets the win 4-3. So shout out to the Quaker baseball team.
Congratulations, yeah. All right, we're going to be beginning the top of the 3rd inning here. Purple Raiders will have this is Emily Hume. She's from Minerva High School in Minerva, Ohio. She steps in. First pitch will be low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. That's low as well. 2 balls. Next pitch is high, but it's swung at. So we've got 2 balls and a strike. Oh, and that's tied into, and that will be a base hit just beyond the shortstop and into center field. So a nice little hit.
The Purple Raiders, number 11, the first baseman, Morgan Riley.
Morgan Riley, number 11, will be coming up to bat now with one base runner. Looking for some signs down from the third base coach here. So once again, one runner. We'll see if we get a steal here. Trying to move themselves into scoring position. A lead off, but no attempt there. That is a ball. We've got a ball and no strikes. Morgan steps back in the batter's box here. Getting ready, and she ties into one. That is fouled back, but just beyond the reach of Sawyer Hooper. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs, 1 base runner, first base. And that pitch is called a ball, outside. 2 balls and a strike. She gets a hold of that one down the third baseline. But it's a long foul ball, long strike, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Everybody holding their proverbial breath there. Don't want that to go much straighter. That pitch is a third ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner takes off, but that was a walk. So we have runners at first and second with that walk.
Now batting for Mount Union, number 17.
Now coming up for Mount Union, we've got Cheyenne Miller. She is from Salem, Ohio. Looks like we've got a maybe a pinch runner coming in. So we've got Brooklyn Hellman. She's coming in to run for Morgan Riley.
Pitching at first base for the Purple Raiders is number 4, Brooklyn.
So she'll be at first base running. Mount Union trying to push some runs across the home plate here this inning. They do have something going with no out, 2 runners on base, first and second. Both the third baseman, first baseman in, anticipating a bunt. It's bunted back this way towards the screen. Foul ball. So Cheyenne has a strike with no balls and no outs. Once again, first and third baseman in cheating. Pitcher makes the play to first. There's an out. Runners move to second and to third. We now have 1 out with runners on second and third for the Purple Raiders. Base hit could probably bring in 2 runs, depending on if it's out to a gap or out in the outfield deep.
Now batting for Mount Union, number 20, second baseman, Allie Goldie.
Second baseman, Allie Goldie, and again to bat. That's a ball high. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out here in the top of the third inning. The pitch, and that is just off to the outstretched arm of the second baseman. That scores 2 runs, as we said. And the runner will move to second base on the throwing error. So Mount Union's first to crack the scoring here. They have 2 runs here plated in the top of the 3rd inning, and a runner now at second base on the throwing error.
Now batting for Mount Union, number 19, the third baseman, Maggie Dominic.
So in to bat again, Maggie Dominic. Maggie has got a runner at second. She's going to attempt to bring in. Error on the catcher. It's pass ball. All right. That was didn't field it. All right. So we had a foul ball off to the left, just beyond the ability for the Quakers to run down. So now we have 1 strike, no outs, or 1 out and no balls, with a runner at second base. That is low and inside. And once again, fouled off to the right. Persicano, as Mitch has alluded before in some of the other games, sometimes struggles in the early innings. And then once she gets a rhythm, then she settles down. So hopefully that's what we're seeing here with these 2 runs that Mount Union has scored. If we can get 2 more outs and end the inning here and get the Quakers back up to bat, get some offense going. Swing, and she's out. So 2 outs. Good pitch.
Stepping in the batter's box for the Purple Raiders with 2 outs. Number 8, the shortstop, Maddie Pigeon.
Maddie Pigeon, the shortstop, number 8, is back in to bat. Once again with 1 runner at second base, 2 outs, and already plating 2 runs in this inning. Nice pitch. Strike right down the heart of the plate. Another good pitch, but just called outside. Looked good to me. How about you guys? All right, so it was appealed, and it is ruled that it is a ball. Right? 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, very close. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second base. That is a strike. Good pitch. So we now have 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just a strike away from getting out of this inning with only 2 runs scoring. Back to the pitcher. Persicano throws over to first base, and that records our 3rd out. So 2 runs, 2 hits, and there was an error, and 1 runner left on base. So after 2.5, we've got Mount Union 2 and Wilmington coming to bat with nothing. So that's the re-entry from the runner, right? Okay. You're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. And also WZAA 106.9 LPFM in Jeffersonville, Ohio. Today from Wilmington College, the Mount Union Purple Raiders and the Wilmington Fighting Quakers, the first of 2 games in this softball matchup. And, of course, an OAC League Conference matchup.
Leading off the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Quakers, number 27, the right fielder, Chandler Fields.
Chandler Fields in, right fielder, into bat. She's a senior, and once again from Rutherford B. Hayes High School in Delaware, Ohio. Delaware, a suburb of, you might as well say Columbus, Ohio. First pitch, it's a ball. That's called a ball as well. 2 balls, no strikes. Next pitch, 3 straight balls. I'd be taking on this one. Let's get some runners on base in a potential scoring situation. So there are 3 balls, no strikes, no outs. Bottom of the 3rd inning. That is a strike. Good pitch. 3-1. That's called a strike too. Looked a little high, but it goes down. 3-2. She ties into that one. It's going to be a pop-up. Looks like out to the center fielder. She records the catch. 1 out.
Now batting for the Quakers, number 24, the catcher, Sawyer Hooper.
Now batting Sawyer Hooper, number 24 for the Quakers. Once again, a graduate of Wilmington High School in Wilmington, Ohio. And in fact, her stepfather, is the Wilmington softball coach. We did a game last night. And that's a bunt. And she almost beats it out. Oh, they call her safe. So that is a base hit all the way. She's at first. In that game last night at Wilmington High School, the Clinton Massey Falcons, sort of the arch rival of the Wilmington Hurricane, the Clinton Massey Falcons were victorious. I believe the final score was 8-4. And I think Clinton Massey now is 12-1. Pretty good softball team. That's a ball. Wilmington dropped to 3-4, I believe. That's fouled back to the right. Probably bouncing off my car as we speak. Caught the attention of some Mount Union fans. They probably think, hey, look at that car parked there, the dummy. Next pitch. Once again, fouled off. He's got that foul down. Everybody running to the creek to bail it out, huh? They get the net out. We have a creek that runs back behind our press box, and all the fouls tend to end up in the creek. 1-2. It's now 2-2. That's called a ball. We're here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The score is Mount Union 2, Wilmington nothing. There is 1 out, and we have 1 base runner at first base. That's a ball as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. See if the runner will take off. Nope. And that was a foul tip.
Now batting for Wilmington, number 6, the center fielder, Allie Dixon.
So we now have 2 outs, right? Got 2 outs? An out or 2 outs? That's called a ball. 2 outs, right. Okay, so 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That ball is to the 3rd baseman. She fires over, and that records the 3rd out. So the Quakers are retired here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We're going to go to the top of the 4th inning with the Mount Union Purple Raiders leading 2 to nothing over the Wilmington Fighting Quakers. Says he can't hear the music. Yeah, stir our crock pot here. We don't want to have any burnt goulash or whatever. Barbecue. Now, is that for the team? Oh, okay. So we don't even get to eat. I guess it's B-dubs, right? That is number 14, Montana Martin.
Leading off the top of 4 for the Purple Raiders, number 14, the catcher, Montana Martin.
She's doing our catching for Mount Union today. First pitch is hit to the third baseman. She scoops it up and on to first base. One pitch, one out. We like that.
Now batting for the Purple Raiders, number 2, the left fielder, Jordan Kramer.
Jordan Kramer up now. She has a ball and no strikes. Tries the bunt, fouls it. Looks like maybe off of Sawyer's ankle. Tough work being a catcher. You catch everything, including the foul tips. Next pitch, and it's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 4th inning. That ball fouled to the left, just over the Fighting Quaker dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I do like the way the umpire makes it very clear what the count is. A lot of times we don't get that kind of clarification. It's good. And that is a strikeout. So maybe Beth is settling down now, as we said. We're in the 4th inning. Number 6, the center fielder, Brittany Bate, is up to bat. First one's called a ball, a little high. And that is a strike, 1-1. Oh, a hit right up the center. That was a good knock there. She's at first base now.
In the batting for Mount Union, number 7, the right fielder, Emily Hume. I say the same thing. That's really funny. Sweet nectar to gods. That's what I say. I'll make sure to do an announcement after this inning about this.
Oh, and it's a steal. No throw. Now batting Emily Hume. She's an outfielder. Once again from Minerva, Ohio. And we have a runner now at second base. 2 outs. That ball's high. 2 balls, no strikes. All this going on in the top of the 4th inning here in game 1 of 2 games and a doubleheader here. Next pitch fouled back behind us. So we got 2 balls, a strike, 2 outs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's what he said. 1 ball, 2 strikes, not 2 balls, 1 strike. So did he reverse it? So it's now 2-2. All right, 2-2 and 2 out in the top of the 4th inning here. That's outside. Full count. And with 2 out, runner at second base may be trying to take off just as soon as the ball leaves the pitcher's hand. There she goes. Ball hit to the left, and it's going to be foul and out of play. And just as well, because the runner was heading home here, rounding third. So just a long strike. Count is 3-2, 2 out. See if Beth can put her away here. And that's a hit. It looks like, nope, center fielder's going to snag that ball. She runs it down. Good play. So, no runs in that inning. After 4 or 3.5, it's the Mount Union Purple Raiders 2 and the Wilmington Fighting Quakers nothing.
Moving to the home half of the 4th, trailing 2-0.
So it looks like Beth has settled down, and hopefully from here on out we can count on some solid pitching, and then perhaps our offense can come alive here, and because it was predicted by Mitch, right, Mitch? We're gonna have a good offense here.
Statistics would tell you it's going to be an offensive series.
All right.
So far,
it has been pitching and defense. Perfect weather for softball. Actually, perfect weather for softball, baseball, lacrosse, anything you'd want to play.
Concessions available behind the press box.
So our second baseman, Alicia Kemp, will be up leading off. Once again, a freshman, and she went to Little Miami High School. She's a Panther from Blanchester, Ohio, which is right here in Clinton County. Kind of a hometown girl. Well, that's loud enough. First call a ball. Alicia's batting .347 currently. Ball 2. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is too. And that ball fouled off her foot. So she's walking it off here. Not too happy with fouling it off her own foot. That's her left foot, so when she steps into a pitch or into her batting. All right, back in the batter's box. 2 balls, 1 strike. That is strike 2. 2-2. Still favoring that left foot a little. Still smarts. Can't rub it, though. Oh, that was inside, but she still managed to get a bat on it. That was way inside. Two balls, two strikes, no out, no runners. Oh, she had to skip that one. Once again, second time that the ball's come in right on her. She managed to get out of the way, so we've got a full count now, 3-2. Ah, solid hit, right up the center, right up center field, and she's on at first base. So Allison Pierce will be up next. Once again from Troy, Ohio, a Trojan. Good choice of her walk-up music. Unless Mitch substituted. All right, we've got a runner at first base. Miss Kemp there. No outs. And a bunt. And a great bunt. A fantastic bunt. They do manage to get her at first base, but Kemp moves on to second base. So we got a pinch hitter, Julia Cook, sophomore from Canton, Ohio, Glen Oak High School. She is in. Got a timeout right now. Got to check her in here. So she's batting for Miranda Wilson. All right, so ready to get underway again here. We've got one out. We have a runner at second base. Scores currently Mount Union 2 and Wilmington nothing. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. And we have a pinch hitter, Julia Cook, hitting for Miranda Wilson. That's a strike. That's a solid hit, right? She won't be able to score, but we've got runners on the corners now. Nice, solid hit. Paid off from Julia Cook. Good contact and right out to center field. So number 20, Kaylee Barber will be in, sophomore. Once again from Columbus, Ohio, Westland High School. She's got runners on the corner with one out. Fighting Quakers have got something going on here in the bottom of the fourth inning. That is a ball, outside and high. And that is popped up to the first baseman. And that is an out, and they've got, okay, I thought they might have had the runner hung up. But so that is...
Stepping the batter's box for the Fighting Quakers with 2 outs. Number 2, the third baseman, Kendall Bowles.
It's good because I thought maybe there'd be some interference called there. Kendall Bowles is up, sophomore from Middletown, Madison, Middletown, Ohio. Runners on the corner still. And she has a hit right up the center, and that will score a run for the Fighting Quakers. We pull within 1 run. Runners now at first and second. And Michaela Hensley, she is a pinch hitter, a sophomore from...
Pinch hitting for the Quakers, number 4, Michaela Hensley.
From Houston, Ohio, Houston High School. So runners at first and second, 2 outs, 1 run in so far. The Purple Raiders with a slim 1-run lead, 2-1 right here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Quakers have something going. That's called ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
No, she just got pitch hit for Sawyer's up next. You can, yeah, you can't see that. Sawyer's up next.
Second pitch, and that's a foul ball, just foul. Down the right, or the right field line, the first base line.
No. Stop playing. Sorry, she's not out. Yeah, I don't know why.
Once again, runners at first and second, 2 out. That one smacked as well to the second baseman, over to the first baseman, and out. So the Quakers come up with a run here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and they come within 1 of Mount Union. The score is now 2-1. Mount Union Purple Raiders over the Wilmington Fighting Quakers. You're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports, and WZAA 106.9 LP FM in Jeffersonville, Ohio. Going to break for a second here for our station ID.
106.9 WZAA LP, Jeffersonville.
So Morgan Riley will be up to bat first.
Of the 5th inning for the University of Mount Union, number 11, the first baseman, Morgan Riley. The defensive changes for Wilmington in right field, number 4, Michaela Hensley, and the current DP is number 10, Juliet Cook.
So Hensley goes into right field. And we're ready for the top of the 5th inning. First pitch, a ball. She gets a hold of that one, out to left field, and that one is against the fence. She's going to go for 2. And she pulls up with a double. Nice hit. That one got out there quick.
Now batting for the Purple Raiders, number 17, the DP, Cheyenne Miller.
So Cheyenne Miller, the catcher, a sophomore. She's in with a runner at second base and no outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Once again, the Purple Raiders with something going on. Slaps one to the left field side. It's foul. Almost more a golf swing. Steps back in the batter's box with 1 strike on her. No balls. Gets a hold of that one and fouls it off to the right-hand side, just beyond the Mount Union dugout. So 2 strikes, no balls, no outs. Runner at second base. Timeout. She must have asked for the plate to be cleaned off. Now she's apologizing for it. You got to see the plate. All right, so Cheyenne back in. 2 strikes on her, no balls. And that's a hit to our shortstop. She throws on to first base. They record the out. So we have 1 out. The runner stays at second base. We're here in the top of the 5th inning with the score Mount Union 2 and Wilmington College 1.
Now batting for Mount Union, number 20, the second baseman, Allie Goldie.
So Allie Goldie in to bat for Mount Union. First pitch is a little high. Second pitch, that is golfed out just beyond the shortstop. So that is a base hit. Runners will be at the corners with just 1 out. So once again, Mount Union with something a brewing here. They're trying to maybe pick up the run that Wilmington got in the bottom of the 4th inning. So Maggie Dominic will be in, the third baseman, freshman from Denison, Ohio. She'll be in with runners on the corners and 1 out. Looks like there's a little bit of strategy going on here for Mount Union. Trying to figure out maybe where she wants her to attempt to place the ball. All right, so everybody's got everything straight. And Maggie steps back into bat with 1 out. The top of the 5th inning. First pitch is inside, and we get a steal to second base. So now we have runners at second and third. Hooper made no effort to try to throw the runner out because obviously if that would have happened, the runner from third would have come in to score. So we have runners now at second and third, 1 out. And that hit is right up the middle and dropped into center field. And a run scores for Mount Union. They picked that run back up that they dropped here in the bottom of the 4th. It's now 3-1. The Purple Raiders over the Fighting Quakers. There are runners once again at the corners with 1 out. So we got a substitution here. Number 9, Jenna Lyles, and she is pinch running for Maggie Dominic. So she is at first base. All right, back to action. First pitch is a ball. Throw down to third base. Runner gets back. Trying to keep the third base runner tight to the third base bag. It's 3-1 in the top of the 5th inning. 1 out, 1 ball to the batter. Base runners at first and third. That one is in and tight, and once again, a steal of second base. And so we have runners now at second and third. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. A hit of any distance will probably score 2 here for Mount Union. And it's a bunt. And it's a good bunt. down the third base line, and it is considered fair. So we've got runners now at, so trying to pull the throw, and she had, oh, safe. So it's 5-1, is that right? Right, 5-1. 5-1 on the, and we got to figure out the errors here. But we do have.
I don't know if you call an error on that, actually.
Just looks.
Just advancing on the throw.
You think?
Yeah, I'm not going to call an error on that.
All right. Okay. So we've got a runner at second base. We have one out. Conference at the mound for the Quakers. 2 runs back over the plate here. A total of 5-1. So they've scored 3 runs in this inning so far. They drew the throw to second base. It allowed the third base runner to advance, and then of course with the throw in, Mount Union scores 2 runs. So it is now 5-1 with 1 out still in this top of the 5th inning and a runner at second base. First pitch is a ball. That's a strike. 1-1. Runner gets back to second base, throw to the shortstop. That ball's low. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. We're in the top of the 5th inning, a runner at second base. Right up through the pitcher's legs. That will score another run. Bobbled in center field, but she would have scored anyway. It is now 6-1. Mount Union has a runner at first base with 1 out, and the hits keep coming.
And the batting for Mount Union, number 2, the left fielder, Jordan Kramer.
Jordan Kramer, the next batter, the left fielder for Mount Union. Hooper goes to conference with Persicano, maybe trying to figure out where they're going to throw in the event of a play. But it is now 6-1. Mount Union kind of breaking this open here in the top of the 5th inning. That's popped up. It's a bunt, but it does go foul. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Looks like the runner may be ready to take off here. No. Jordan Kramer is senior from Mentor. And it's a bunt. Back to the pitcher. Gets her out at oh, they call her safe. So she's safe at first base. We now have runners at first and second, still with 1 out. This has been one long 1-out inning.
Now batting for Mount Union, number 6, the center fielder, Brittany Bate.
Center fielder Brittany Bate up now. Runners at first and second. 1 out. Mount Union leads 6-1, and she pops that one up to the second baseman. She makes the catch. There's now 2 outs. Runners remain at first and second.
For the Purple Raiders, number 7, the right fielder, Emily Hume.
Looks like it. That's called a ball. Emily Hume up now.
Yes, they batted around. This is the ninth batter.
So they have batted around. We're now on the ninth batter in this inning. Runners at first and second. We've got time here. And now the pitch. And it's a swing. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. And the pitch. It's a ball outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. That ball's hit. Looks like it's going to be just beyond the second baseman, so we're going to score another run. We have runners once again at the corners with 2 outs. It is now 7-1. The Purple Raiders over the Fighting Quakers.
Now batting for Mount Union, number 11, the first baseman, Morgan Riley.
So number 11, Riley, in to bat. And now she's the 10th batter in this inning. We've got a substitution here. I guess we're bringing in a new pitcher. So we're waiting for the official announcement as far as the new pitcher that's been substituted for Wilmington.
Now pitching on the mound for Wilmington, number 30,
Mariah Burkhardt will be in, a sophomore from Springfield, Ohio, Kenton Ridge High School. She'll be pitching for the Quakers here in the top of the 5th inning. Mount Union with runners at the corners. It's now 7-1. We have 2 outs. Umpire going out to break up the conversation. All right, Mariah takes a couple warm-up pitches and she's ready to go. Once again, Morgan Riley in. Outside, throw down to third base, a steal, actually runner advancing to second base. So we now have, once again, runners at second and third with 2 out, a ball on the batter. And once again, probably a hit of any length at all that could score another 2 runs. Down in the dirt, low. Good block by Hooper. 2 balls, no strikes. That's fouled off to the left. 2 balls and a strike. Once again, fouled to the left, down the third base line. So we now have 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out in the top of the 5th inning. Purple Raiders leading the Fighting Quakers 7-1. Runners at second and third. Let's see if Burkhardt can get this out. That's a ball. Up to a full count now. Don't want to lose this batter. Once again, pulled to the left, but foul. And that's a ball. Bases are loaded. So Riley ends up drawing the walk. We've got Cheyenne Miller in now.
Number 17, the designated player, Cheyenne Miller.
Bases loaded. First pitch, a ball. No place to put her. Got to get this out. Ball one, no strikes. That one's low, ball two. Quakers don't want to dig a deeper hole than they're already in. Down 6 runs, 7-1 in the top of the 5th. That's a strike. 2 balls and a strike. And that's to the second baseman. She throws over and records the out along top of the 5th. 5 runs on 7 hits, no errors. So it's 7-1 Mount Union over Wilmington. You're listening to Fightin' Quakers softball. We've got 2 games slated for today. The second game will start about 30 minutes after the first game concludes. Remember, we play 7 innings each game, unless we go into any kind of extra innings.
Some of these aren't there. You have to go back to here and then find them. But it's
So leading off for the Quakers, Sawyer Hooper, senior from Wilmington, Ohio, Wilmington High School, right here, hometown girl. Her and her sister. That was great. All right, Hooper in. And an attempted butt. It was fouled to the left. Just a long strike there. No balls, 1 strike, no outs. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning, trailing 7-1. We need some base runners. Once again, bunted to the pitcher, and she makes the play. Beats Hooper by about a step and a half. So 1 out.
Now batting for Wilmington, number 5, the left fielder, Megan Krager.
Megan Krager. Number 5 for the Fightin' Quakers. She gets a hold of one, and it's down the right field line, but foul. Emily Hume out there trying to run it down, but it's just beyond her reach. So just a long strike. No balls, 1 strike. And Megan watches another strike. 2 strikes. Next pitch fouled back to the screen. Stays alive. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That's a ball outside. 1-2. That's inside. Almost hit her. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. No runners on base. Quakers need some base runners. And that is hit down the line. And she'll go to second at least. So, we've got a base runner at second base. Joe, you need a chair. First game.
Batting for Wilmington, number
Yeah.
6, the center fielder, Ellie Dixon.
He wore his Ohio Athletic Association gear. All right, Joe Davis in. Hey, Joe, how you doing?
Get my stuff here.
Yeah, get your hat back on. Get you all set.
Hey, man.
You got it. There's a process to this, Joe.
There is.
Got a runner with 1 out at second base.
How's this?
And that one is lifted into center field. It looks like it's going to be caught by the center fielder. She catches the ball, and the runner stays at second, but we've recorded the second out here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Quakers with 2 outs. Number
Yeah,
23,
go ahead and go
the
for it.
second baseman,
No,
Alicia
yeah,
Kemp.
I'm fine. I'll just fill in.
Go ahead and start her up. I'll add the color.
Who we got batting here? Number 7.
This is Miss Kemp. She's our second baseman.
Ball inside. 13, 23.
23. Alicia Kemp.
Alicia Kemp.
Right, freshman, second baseman for the Quakers.
Ball, no, strike.
Yeah. So it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
1-1.
That's
a
ball
ball.
outside.
So it's now 2-1.
2-1. Got 1 runner on second, getting a nice lead on the pitch after the ball passes the batter.
Oh, that was a lazy strike.
Oh, it came in, looked like it was going to go high, and it just
Yeah,
lost some power and dropped
that was
right.
a great pitch.
She's smiling. She knows. She knows what it did. She goes, "Oh boy!" Fouls that one off to the right. Yeah, if she'd have stayed with that first one, that's one she could have drove on, but she was has a little change up, and she didn't realize it was coming in.
Joe, top of the 5th inning here, Mount Union sent 10 batters to the plate.
Wow.
Yeah, 5 runs.
Hit shortstop, scoops it up to her belly, hits ground, bobbles it, still calls her out first.
Yeah, that was close.
Yeah. I thought on the bobble she got to the base, but
that's right.
it's
Yeah,
kind of hard to tell at this end.
we'll leave it up to the umpire. We trust you referees and umpires.
Yeah.
So once again, after 5 complete innings.
Oh, Miss Hooper is catching today.
Yeah.
She was in the outfield the last time I was here.
Well, no, she catches.
Oh, is this the sister?
That's right. This is Sawyer. And our other Hooper is out. So Savannah got hurt at second base trying to steal.
Actually pointed this one, but it's up here.
Right. So she's out. We're not sure of her condition, but she was unable to continue in the game.
Okay, so Mariah Burkhart's pitching.
Yeah, she has been in for Persicano. Beth Persicano was starting pitcher.
Starting pitcher.
Right. So Burkhart has relieved her.
For the Purple Raiders, number 20, the second baseman, Allie Goldie.
So it's 7-1 now score.
7-1. So did you have volleyball today?
Yes. Ball. Western Hills. downtown Cincinnati.
Western Hills, huh? Who do they play?
I was a tri-match.
Oh, solid hit to right or left field.
Left field, ball comes in, second base. Nice throw in. But that was a nice shot right over third base, but right to the left fielder. Got it in quick.
Yeah, Purple Raiders have picked up where they left off in the last inning.
I almost wore my purple shirt this morning.
Yeah, purple would not be the color you'd want to wear. Looks like we've got a substitute runner.
Yeah. Had a lot of that yesterday.
Uh-huh. And I've already sort of gone over our Wilmington High School softball yesterday. And the coach had told us that he had a daughter playing for Wilmington College that he watched but in actuality, he's got two daughters. That's right. And he's the stepfather of the Hooper
The
twins.
Hooper girls.
Right.
And his daughter was the left fielder for the Wilmington team yesterday.
Right.
Blessing girl.
Blessing.
Yeah,
right.
her name's Blessing. There's Hooper, but they are half-sisters.
Right. And that's one of the great things about Wilmington College. We get a lot of Wilmington high school players that end up playing here.
Yeah.
18, Anna Saxton.
All right, so Anna Saxton is in.
And following up the Hooper girls, his other daughter is a very good basketball player. She's short guard. So
Yeah, Wilmington has an outstanding girls basketball program. So a runner at first base. We've got no outs.
no outs and batter. Anna Saxton up. Throw! Went to
that's a
throw
strike.
quickly down the first and overthrew the first baseman.
Yeah, that was sort of a rainbow throw. So she makes it to second base. Runner advances. And that was actually called a strike, so we've got no balls and a strike. But an error on the catcher
Error on the catcher on the throw.
allows the runner to advance to second.
And we got a
Third
ball to
baseman.
third.
Well,
Gonna
they're
call
gonna
a foul. Yep,
Yeah.
it was. It was.
She caught it in foul territory.
Yeah, it's where the ball is also, too, not where the player is. In fact, if she was standing at fair, it's where the ball is.
Right.
But she and ball both were in foul territory.
Right. Is that your final answer?
My final answer. And 2 and 2 is not even.
Yeah, we went over that yesterday.
Oh, ball gets through the catcher and the umpire back. That ball hit the ground. That's a wild pitch, not pass ball, in case you're scoring it.
Well, does the official score concur? Wild
Yes.
pitch? All right. Wild pitch.
Almost any time it's in the dirt, almost always well.
Yeah. And the runner advances to third base. So now, once again, with no outs, we've got a runner at third base and in scoring position.
Yep. And now we have it fly deep to the outfield, going out,
That's gone.
and it's gone.
That's
It's
gone.
over. So, in retrospect, now it makes no difference about the overthrow. The runner would have scored on that ball hit, no matter what base she was on. So that's 2 more runs, making it now 9-1.
That was quite a knock there.
Yeah, when that was hit, I mean, you could tell it was a solid hit. Question was it going to have enough to go deep? And it did.
Yeah. Fortunately, didn't hit any of the cars out there in the car zone.
Now, see, if I'm the catcher, I'm going to say I want a new ball because I don't want the same ball that this guy hit out of the park as mine.
Right, right.
I want a new ball.
Well, did they retrieve the ball?
Yeah, that's the ball they retrieved.
Okay. Throw it out.
Number 22 at the plate.
Kendra Kerner.
Kendra Kerner coming in for 8. Maddie pitching.
Maddie pitching.
Raiders,
Yeah.
number 22, Kendra Kerner.
So Mount Union, with this lead, probably trying to get some ladies in the game. Get ready for game number 2. We are in the top of the 6th inning.
What is Mount Union's?
Mount
Purple
Union-
Raiders. Purple
Yeah,
Raiders.
right. Remember
I
purple.
knew that, yeah.
That's why they wear purple.
Well, I knew they were purple. I just couldn't remember the Purple Raiders, and it just popped in my mind.
John Carroll, blue. Mount Union, purple.
Fouled off.
So did you remember who played? It was a tri-meet. Who were the other two teams there?
Baden and Sycamore.
Okay. Well, my kids went to Sycamore part of the time I went to school. Popped up to the second baseman. So we now have one out.
Need the song Purple People Eaters being played, right?
Yeah. Alicia Kemp making that play, recording that first out for the Quakers.
Ball low. I can smell that from here.
Yeah, he's stirring it. He's stirring the pot. Oh, she's stirring the pot.
And foul out of play over the fence.
Yeah, the iPad and...
nice blanket over here in the sidelines, though. It's an Ohio State blanket over here. Someone's keeping warm with.
Uh-huh.
And another pulled foul down the third. She's had 3 going this way. That one she got a little more around on and almost, closer to being fair than the others. But all foul. 2 ball, 2 strikes.
And one out.
And ball 3. Now the count is even at full. 3-2. One more ball or one more strike. It's like 3 rocks and 2 rocks, but they're all the same weight.
Yeah, I think you've lost your marbles, Joe.
I had 2 rocks weighing 12 pounds each and 3 rocks weighing 8 pounds each. The 3 is 24 pounds. These 2 is 24. Their scales are even.
And in a vacuum, they both weigh the same.
Hit the third on one bouncer, throws the first low, but nice catch by the first baseman.
2 out.
2 outs.
So is that like Common Core math that you just gave me?
Yeah.
The left fielder, Jordan Kramer.
Kendall Bowles threw the ball over to Allison Pierce at first. Ball outside and low. Number 2 at bat, Jordan Kramer.
She's a senior from Mentor.
Ball's hit to short. Nice hop up. And, low
dropped.
throw, and the first baseman could not stay with it. Had the glove not underneath, and the ball fell out of it.
So, no.
No, that'd be on
That
the
would
first
be on the
baseman.
first baseman.
She should have caught it.
Yep.
She should have caught it.
Yep. So that is an error on the first baseman.
Now batting for Mount Union, number 6, the center fielder, Brittany Bate.
Brittany Bate is the batter. Ball high and outside. Nope, inside. 2-0. And again, we got the runner on first. And we got a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. She stands like I did when I was on the base. Stand on the outs foul ball. So that way you can get your body going. And then when the ball passes the thing, you're already moving. Ball hit the short, picks up. Going to throw it again to first. Nice throw.
There you
Caught
go.
this time.
All right. So we're going into the bottom of the 6th inning.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Score is now 9-1 with the 2-run homer that inning.
Of the inning, trailing 9-1.
Yeah, that was an impressive home run.
It was.
All right, we're going to have a couple defensive changes here for Mount Union. Specifically looking for third base and shortstop.
Wilmington's huddling up.
Right now, Julia Cook.
Coach is going over some batting instructions with the girls huddled up.
We need base runners, Joe.
Yeah, I would say right now, take some pitches if,
Yeah, make sure that she's throwing strikes.
when you're 9-1,
You take the first pitch.
You do. You got to, and And if it goes to 2-0, you just keep taking until
Right, until she throws a strike.
those strikes makes you hit. And then if it comes to where it's 3-1, now if she's going to groove you one, now send it out there. Don't help her by swinging at that
Ball.
low, that outside pitch or that high pitch.
In the 7 hole. 8 for 22.
So Allison Pierce is going to be up.
14, Allison Pierce.
Right.
Leading off the bottom of 6 for Wilmington, number 14, the first baseman, Allison Pierce.
And I like the choice of music that she picks for her walk-up.
Oh, they get to choose their music pick?
Of course, yes.
Just like the Reds do?
Yeah, just like the Reds, just like the Hurricane did last night.
That's why they kept coming up and doing that music. I didn't really
You
pay
didn't
attention
realize
to
that it was walk-up music,
No,
Joe?
I did not realize it was walk-up music.
Do you know anything about softball, Joe?
No. No. I'm out of the picture now anymore.
You're out of the loop, huh? All right. Well, you're old.
Well, I knew, major leaguers started going with that over the last few years of, the walk-up music. And
Yeah, I think most baseball and softball players.
But I didn't know it was in the softball.
the
I didn't know it was in college.
At the high school and college level, as well as at the professional level, will have this walk-up music. You got to adjust it.
I know how.
Well, Joe, if you had a little more hair on your head, it would probably fit better.
I know it. It doesn't fit.
You got to grow some hair.
I usually wear a hat underneath this, and I brought this hat that's not working.
Yeah, it's the hat that Charlie hates.
And this is my go to the beach in South Carolina hat.
Yeah, you keep talking about this. When are you going to South Carolina?
I don't know. I put the application in if they approve me.
You're going to transfer, huh?
Waiting for South Carolina to approve me. Strike on the outside corner.
So it looks like she might be throwing strikes, so you don't take the next pitch.
Yeah, you still don't help her. You make sure it's a good strike.
You got to make sure it's a strike to swing.
You see, that one was outside.
Right.
First one was on the corner. See, this one she went a little further outside. And right now, when you got a 9-1 lead, that's what you do. You're not going to give them anything groovy. You're going to see if they'll chase your pitches. Ball went a little high.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. So now she's got her more where she wants her. She's going to groove her a pitch. She can swing at it, or she can. I don't know if she'll be taken all the way here.
Oh,
there's the let-up pitch.
She's pitched that one before. Wasn't that a great pitch?
I call it the let-up pitch. I think it's just
Cephas. What do they call it? There's another one. 2 in a row, but this time it doesn't strike.
It didn't strike.
So we got a full count.
Full count, even up. And hit to right center field.
That's a gapper.
That's a gapper going, scooped up.
Oh, nice
It's got
play.
Colder to a single. Nice play by the center fielder. The ball hit, took a bounce, and the center fielder actually swung her glove at the ball and scooped it and kept her to a single. Batting Julia Cook. No outs. Runner on first. The rally has started. We need rally music now.
So once again, we need runners. That's inside and low.
Ball low inside. And the ball inside. No, she's going to call that, or he's going to call that a strike.
It was that same.
That let-up pitch. Change-up is what I was trying to think of. It looks like a fastball, but comes slower.
That's a ball. We're going to do a quick ID.
106.9 WZAA LP, Jeffersonville.
Ball. 3-1. All right, now she can either take this pitch, force her to throw 2 more pitches, or she can be ready to jump on this pitch because
I would take it unless it's really out there.
ball low. That's good thinking.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think pick a pitch, look for it. If it's right
not,
there, yeah.
yeah,
If it's not the pitch you're looking for,
take it. Yeah.
take it.
So now we've got 2 base runners.
No outs.
This is what we're asking for.
That's why I said the rally has started.
Number 20, the shortstop.
So the shortstop,
Barber.
Kaylee Barber, sophomore. Made a couple good defensive plays since I've been here. Gonna call that a strike. Just about time I'm saying outside and he's going strike. Ball hit toward first, but goes foul. Beth coming in from third base to do a little talking. Beth Floyd, Quakers coach.
so what are you doing next weekend, Joe?
Volleyball.
Volleyball? We travel to Hocking College. We've got their spring game this next Saturday. So it's football in the spring. And we'll be streaming that live as well. They've moved it from their practice field where they normally do it just for us
Oh, wow.
back to the stadium so that they can do the spring game and be able to stream the game live. So
Wow.
we appreciate that from Hocking. We're actually putting together a crew from the Hocking student staff that will be doing our games.
First base for the Quakers. Number 3, Jatasia Johns.
Got a runner at first base.
Miss Johns, and of course we know her
Jatasia
parents.
Johns, yes.
She's a Wilmington product, Wilmington High School.
Whoa! She tried to do that
Yeah.
change up, let up pitch, and it
Didn't fool her.
then went sort of lollipopped in there a little and went a little high.
Like 2 feet above her head. Outside.
Nice. She
Good eye.
She looked, but she didn't bite. Counts 2-2. Oh, there's that lollipop pitch again, way over the head.
So we got a full count.
She's losing her touch on that ball a little bit.
Yeah,
Full count.
I would not count as
Runners
much on
will
that
be on the move on this one.
Slap.
Oh, hit right to the first baseman. Takes it, starts to throw third, and decides to throw back to the pitcher.
So-
She did move the runners up.
Yeah, that's right. Runners move up to third and second.
Now batting for Wilmington. Number 2, the third baseman, Kendall Bowles.
Kendall Bowl. The batter. How many innings they play here?
7.
7. So this is the bottom of 6. So we start this inning and next. We need to score. And there's a ball hit to the outfield, center field. She gets under it. Going to be tagged from third. She's coming in. Here's the throw. Not in time. The runner on second stayed. So we got 1 run back. Runner still at second and 2 outs now.
Now batting for the Fight Quakers. Number 4, the right fielder,
Now-
Michaela Hensley.
Sort of surprised the third one on second didn't go off, and when she saw the ball coming this way, cut for third. But still, the pitcher could have cut it off halfway if it was down low enough
Yeah,
and got her at third before
yeah,
they
yeah,
scored.
and
So
you definitely
she
don't
probably
wanna be
yeah
the
don't want
third out.
Don't want to make the out before the run scores. That's the key thing. Ball inside. Batting is Michaela Hensley. Yeah, I thought I was going to get her just before the next game started.
And we will be taking a break of about 30 minutes between games, and we'll be back on the air about 10 minutes before the start of the second game.
Oh,
swing.
Swung on an outside pitch.
So 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, we could have had 3-0 right there if she'd get 2 balls and be looking for that down the middle pitch. Hits a little looper to shortstop,
And she
catches
gets
it over the third baseman's head, but the shortstop looped around, picked it off. So Wilmington gets 1 run back.
For the Quakers, sixth, 1 run and 1 hit.
So after
No
6, it's
Quaker errors
9-2.
and 1 runner left on base.
9-2.
After 6 complete our score, Mount Union 9, Wilmington 2.
Now again, just like yesterday, have to stop them here. Don't
Right.
let them add anything more on.
Yeah,
And then
can't afford to allow any other runs to score.
really was starting off with a couple base runners before any outs, so it would have been nice to have scored 2 or 3 runs that inning, and make this a little closer for the last inning.
And that game with Wilmington High School and Clinton Massey, I said would be on the site tomorrow, but actually it'll be on the site today.
Oh, you did a
probably
good
this
job.
evening. Oh yeah, I worked hard to get that. And for those of you that are unaware, when we stream live, the video is available right after the game. When we don't, I have to process it, and that usually takes anywhere from a day to 2 days.
But when Rick has no outside life, he has more time to
That's right.
work on it.
So we get it done. So it'll be on the site tonight. You'll be able to see that Massey Wilmington game.
Mount Union, number 7, the right fielder, Emily Pugh.
Ball high. Got a little zip on it, but
Just a little high.
Little high. Wilmington trails by 7. Another one starts off and just sort of slowly climbs the ladder.
Back up rise.
That one stayed low outside. 3-0. And another high pitch. 4 pitches. And
4 straight pitches,
And none
we've
of
got
them
a
were even
walk.
close to the strike zone.
And then for Mount Union, number
It's almost
11,
like she's
third baseman, Morgan
trying to
Guthrie.
strike them out on one pitch, just trying to get at everything, and it's like, just, you can't do that.
So you'll take here, I would imagine. Wait to see her throw a strike.
When you throw 4 balls, straight balls, the next batter should be taking the first pitch, and that's a
That's
ball. And they probably will be taking until they
She
throw
throws
them
on
a
the
strike.
strike, right? So we got a runner at first base, no outs, ball 1, 5 straight walks or
Ball
balls.
high,
6.
6 straight balls.
She's yet to pitch a strike this inning. Can't afford to give him any other runs.
No.
There's-
And that was good pitch, and she wasn't taking long.
No, she was waiting for her pitch.
I think after 4-0 and then 2 to you, I would probably be taking the next pitch too.
Right,
They're being
make
aggressive.
it be called a strike, right? So, 2-1.
Wow, perception.
Oh,
Throw to steal, and she's in. It was a little delayed steal.
it was a delayed steal.
Ball fouled off. Count 2-2.
Tired, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, third baseman.
Third base. Nice
picks that
scoop.
up.
Throws the first. Throwing back to third and hit low, but luckily when it hit the runner's leg and slowed down and rolled away a few feet, but was able to get back and pick it up.
For the Purple Raiders, number
That was a great
17,
snag by our third baseman.
Yes.
Quick reaction.
She's going to walk it off. She got the ball, like I said, the throw hit the runner. She's walking it off a little bit. Hit her in the ankle or shin. It's what I guess what you call a shindig.
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 Very funny, Joe. 1 out.
A little pop, let it go foul, and it does. If you can get to that, catch it. If you can't, let it, because
Right.
usually always has that backspin. It's going to pull it foul.
So we've got a strike on the batter.
Runner at third.
1 out.
1 out.
Trying to prevent any further scoring.
Ball goes high again.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. He's fired. I just fired him. Hit back to
Oh,
the
pitcher. Nice.
And she
Here comes the
tries to
play.
come
Hold
out.
it. She's got her. Yes.
All right.
Slid right into the tag. Nice play. One hopper. The pitcher catches it over her head. Throws the first. Pierce catches it. Fires home. Nice catch and grab at home and double play. So we kept him at 9. So it's 9-2. Wilmington needs a big rally here in this. What was the?
Wilmington errors and no runners left on base.
What was the?
Oh, hang on a second. I'll tell you.
I mean, if you went back and filmed it and everything, she could have been. I'm just saying. I just figured he was going to call it. You know, it's one of those bang bang that they usually just.
I just thought she looked like she got one.
She could have, because the tag was high up here on the shoulder. She could have been.
I think in a closer game you'd see an argument.
And I was calling it from a home standpoint when I was screaming "got her" before the call was even hardly made. That's like a major league double play at second base, you know. In the vicinity, we'll give it to him.
Leading off. The bottom of the 7th for Wilmington. Number 24, the catcher, Sawyer Hooper.
Sawyer Hooper leading off for leading off for the Quakers. Number 24, left-hand batter. Ball outside. Shoots right-handed on basketball, but bats left-handed. Throws right-handed. And if you're going to be a bit, this is the side to bat on because Quaker to first. Foul down the third base side.
Just out of range.
Just out of range. It wasn't quite high enough for anybody to run under and get to. She bunts. First
Good
baseman
bunt.
came in,
And
throws it away.
Yeah, that's going to be error. E3.
Oh, E3.
I'm going to call the error on the throw.
That was the pitcher.
Now batting for the Quakers, number 5, the left fielder, Megan Krager.
So Megan Krager, the batter. 1 on, no outs. The rally to take the lead and win the game has started. Swinging foul tip. Sawyer was going on second, but there was just a nick of the ball. And down the first base line, going foul. 0-2 the count. Sawyer still at first base, ready to take off. Krager still at bat. Wilmington still trailing 9-2.
So no balls, 2 strikes, no out. We're here in the bottom of the 7th. Oh,
Pop up, and can anybody get to it? First baseman dives
good try.
off the glove and in foul territory, so nothing hurt except where the first baseman dove into the dust.
Good hustle.
Yep.
Would you have done that, Joe?
And when I was younger.
Could you have done that, Joe?
When I was younger. Not now. Foul tip again. That was the let-up pitch there. She hung back on it a little bit, got underneath of it, just nicked it.
Cephas pitch.
Right now, when I think about anything like that, pain shoots through my mind and memory, and I do not try it.
Oh,
hit her. Inside pitch, nicked her.
Well, that's
So
a
we
way
got-
to get base runners.
We got 2 base runners on, and Abigail Schinkel, I think, coming to bat. She must be
So number 25 for 6.
Should have been Allie Dixon batting, but instead we have Abigail Schinkel. Number 25. No outs. Runners at first and second.
Pitch hitting for the Quakers, number 25, Abby Schinkel.
You know, we did get a little rally started last inning. We're getting another rally
And
started.
we got a
this
run,
inning.
but we need a lot more than a run. We need 7 runs to get even here.
That's why last inning, it would have been so nice if they would have went ahead and, since they got 2 on quick, score 2, 3, and need 4 runs this inning. You know, make it a little more feasible.
That's a strike.
Calls that a strike? I thought that was outside myself, but
well, it looked outside from my vantage point, but I'm sitting a little too much to the left. To
right,
really be
we're
able
on
to
the left
judge that.
side, so like I said, now that one was way outside. The other day I had a boy stand back here, and he was like, I'd look at him, and he'd go,
"We got 1 and
he'd
1."
go, no, that was a good pitch. 1 and 1. He'd say, that was a good pitch, and I go, okay. I'd look back at him, he could tell. Oh, the
that was
let-up
that pitch again.
Change up, got her with the change up, and she just sort of whiffed at it.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. We are here in the bottom of the 7th inning, down 7 runs. We need base runners and we need some scoring.
She came back with it, and this time she got pulled it left. Well, she got underneath
You
that
can fool
one.
me once, you can't fool me twice. If she
I
just
was
straightened
wondering,
it out a little bit.
I was just thinking, I wonder if she's going to come. She had her fooled so much, I think she may come right back with that, and she
she's
did.
done that on a couple occasions where she'll come right back with that pitch.
And this time she
will
hung back
not.
on it.
She will not use that pitch this time.
No.
Low
ball. 2 and 2's the count. Well, the one thing about that pitch is sometimes even if the batter does hit it, that they're so out in front, they usually pull it foul. It's hard to have the patience to hang back on that pitch. And she pitched it again.
That was up in her eyes.
Up in her eyes, and she said, I can see that one. That was like a slow pitch, softball pitch.
So once
and
again,
she pulled it way foul.
2-2, no outs.
Strike 3 on the outside corner. Yes, I thought that was coming in because I didn't think that was that far outside as the other one was, and so I knew it was going to be a strike.
So the Purple Raiders get their first out in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Alicia Kemp, number 23 at the plate now.
Second baseman for the Fighting Quakers.
2 on, 1 out. Ball inside. Whoa. Sawyer's almost wanted to move on that, but it didn't roll that far from the catcher. And this one, she's going on, and she's got her.
Yep.
I think the girl tagged the base and not Sawyer.
Yeah, I agree, but I don't think.
Let's see if they can. They can ask the home plate umpire if he had a better view.
Right, and he's going to confer.
Because I did. I think she came and she tagged the base, not the runner.
Well, Sawyer's not going anywhere. They're going to talk. She's safe.
Safe.
There you go. That's where it pays. You got to ask. You can't. Home plate will not make the call unless asked.
The way they talked, I almost think the third baseman said,
Good pickup by Beth Floyd, our head coach. She saw that and brought it to their attention. And
you could see the hesitation in the glove. It said a hit and boom and sort of jerked.
So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out.
And ball hit foul down the right field line. Well, if that would have went down, could have scored 2 quick ones there. Got the rally, kept going.
Well, Kemp's a hacker. She'll get her good bats.
Yes, she does. She swings. Ball side, nope, strike.
Strike.
I watch the catcher's glove. When that catcher's catching the ball out here.
2 and 2.
Oh. Took a little off of that
pitch,
one and got her up on the inside, and she...
Yeah, so Quakers down to their last out here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
We had any balls hit in the Hargrave Creek today?
Oh, yeah, several. Oh,
Low and inside.
that's that let-up pitch again.
Yeah.
She relies a lot on that, and it gets
Well,
the
tell you
job
what.
done.
But yeah, if they would start
It's sort of like a pitcher
hanging back
pitching
for
a
it, waiting for it,
screwball.
they
You know,
could
you
kill
pitch
that
a
ball.
screwball, and then you
Yeah.
don't know how to hit. That's a
Right.
strike.
But if some of these batters would be waiting for that pitch, knowing she throws it often.
Well, she usually pitches that pitch inside, so it's kind of hard to get around
Right.
on it fast.
And we hit a little ball to the right
That's gonna-
field. Right fielder's in there, catches it, and that will do the game. 9-2 final.
So I want to remind everybody that we will break here for about 30 minutes, and we'll be back with game number 2. So in the first of 2, the Mount Union Purple Raiders 9, the Wilmington Fighting Quakers 2. You want to wrap up with anything, Joe?
No.
Okay. All right. All right. We'll conclude, and we will be back shortly.
2 runs, 7 hits, and 4 errors. Game 2 of this series will begin in